Alright, what is up guys? So this is gonna be a very quick tip on how to defeat the 3 new bosses in the uncollected monthly event quest. So first up we have Heimdall, and you can see all the notes are as shown, but we are only gonna be focusing on one, which is the start off with 2 bars of power, and I feel that most of us kinda struggle with that, because if you just take the full block hit of his SP2, it will deal quite a lot of damage. So here are 3 ways, or maybe 3 champs that you can actually use to defeat him. So first up we have of course Stuck Enhanced Spidey, and I think most of you guys already know when you start off the fight, try to get a parry off, and I think I did. So yeah, just use a heavy attack and you just straight away power drain him, and the rest of the fight should be pretty darn easy. You can just keep baiting out his SP1 and get in with the intercept. So yeah, that is the first option. So the second option is actually using Hawk. So if you don't know, you can actually parry his SP2, and that's because at the start of the fight he has 0 armor buffs, so there's a 0% chance for it to be unblockable. But since you're using Hawk, you can either take the full block hit or just parry the projectile, because his awakened ability allows his damage to be higher when his health is lower. So my third option is of course using Iceman if you don't have a power control champ. So as many of you guys should already know, with his ice arm on, he'll be able to not take more than 5% of the damage dealt to him. So yeah, that is a pretty good option if you don't have a power control champ. And I do apologize for not providing screenshots of their abilities for this month, the 3 bosses. So yep. The next one, I just tested it out for fun. I just used the hood and I dashed back once I saw he uses his SP2, and yeah, his invincibility is kind of helpful in this scenario. So up next we are up against Adaptoid, and he's got Regenerate, attacks are unblockable below 25%, Resistor, Enhanced SP1, and if you take a look at his abilities, which I don't have a screenshot of it, I'm sorry about that. He's actually a robot, so he's immune to poison and bleed, and he becomes unstoppable as his awakened ability once he activates his special attack. So yeah, so for this particular fight I'm using Mordo instead of Ronan. For Ronan, you just have to get to your SP1 and just stun chain him with your SP1 until he's down. But for that to work, you have to have your Ronan awakened, and I only have him as a 3-star, which is why I prefer using Mordo, because of first, his power gain, second, his ability to gain fury buffs while charging up for his heavy attack, and third, his SP2 Soul Bulb, which deals a certain amount of energy damage depending on the amount of buffs the opponent has. So essentially you just have to take note of his power gain, charge out your heavy for them fury buffs, apply SP2, bait out his specials, and that's it. But I'm playing it more aggressively to do more damage, and you can see that I will release my heavy and apply a SP1. Why I'm able to do so is because when charging a heavy, Mordo gains more power per second whenever he's below a bar of power. And sad to say that I released my heavy just a bit too early and couldn't throw my SP1 at the end. So the last boss is the easiest boss among them all, and you just have to use a Dr. Voodoo. It doesn't matter if it's a 3-star or not. So yeah, just apply a SP1, just keep baiting out his SP1 as well, and you should be good. And that is all I have for my quick guide on how to defeat the 3 bosses in the uncollected monthly event quest. So I hope it did help you guys out and saved up some potions. So yeah, take care. Adios.